designed the observatory, Captain Moody was not an architect or an engineer, he was a sea captain. So he designed, in his design of the building, he incorporated what he knew from ships and shipbuilding into the design, which means it has some unique features. Probably the most unique feature is that it is a ballasted building. There is no foundation built into the ground. There's nothing in the ground holding the building to the ground. What it is the floor below where you come in. There are sills on the bottom, and on those are tons and tons and tons of rock, which is what's holding us down. If you come in, you can ask the person at the desk and they will lift the trap door and you can actually see the rocks below. So if you come in, and we hope you do, be sure to ask to see the rocks. Another feature, as you can see, is that it is smaller at the top than it is at the bottom. And that's because as you go higher, the wind gets stronger. So what you do is you have less material at the top, so the wind resistance is less than it otherwise would be. Now another feature, and this definitely comes from the shipbuilding, is there are 8 main beams. These beams are 65 feet 4 inches tall. They are white pine. Now white pine was what the wood that was used for ships' masts. So this was wood that Captain Moody was very familiar with, knew that it was strong and durable and flexible. Okay, we know that Captain Moody came up with 6 different designs for the building. Unfortunately, we do not have those designs, so we aren't really sure how the building was constructed. We do know that it took about 6 or 7 months to be built. And what we have here is actually a model made by Paul Redland. He had been a master carpenter. And this is his theory, as an experienced carpenter, on how the building would have been built. And what he came up with is the idea that there was a center post put up, scaffolding around it. Then they would build the building up around the scaffolding and remove the internal scaffolding and pole as it was completed. At the time that it was built, men building it were paid $2 a day. Boys were paid 50 cents a day. And as I said, it took 6 to 7 months for it to be built. Which is really quite good, I think, considering that it was being built by manpower, boy power, oxen power, some rather primitive cranes. After they built the structure, then they built the lantern on top of it. Now the lantern is an architectural term, just meaning that it's a building with windows on all sides so that you can get a lot of light in. So between the main building and the lantern, the tower is 86 feet tall.